Look, so I know this is not the easiest thing to do in the world, but by no means is it impossible. And I guarantee you guys, if you can just implement these 5 simple tips into your everyday life, especially whenever you receive your paychecks, I guarantee you, you could end up saving anywhere from hundreds to thousands. And on top of this, they will be diversified in multiple places. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get this video started.
She got a lot on my mind. She got a lot on my mind. I got a lot on my mind. I got a lot on my mind.
Hey man, it's more Chris and Leah, aka CEasy, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the lifestyle. Peep the chains, peep the shirt, and welcome back to another video. So as you guys can tell by the title, I'll be telling you guys 5 money saving tips for low income that can help you start saving thousands. And the beauty of this is that not only will you be saving money, I'm also going to throw in a few little tips that will allow you to make more money on the money that you are saving, and we're going to be able to diversify that money as well. So I know I just said a lot, but if you guys are enjoying this video so far, make sure you guys go ahead and like this video. Scroll down below, hit the subscribe button, because we are on the road to 10,000 subscribers. We're getting close, you know, we're going to hit it pretty soon. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the first thing on this list. Okay, so for the very first tip is this one. This one might be one of the more difficult ones because it's like you automatically taking money away from yourself from the jump. But every single time that you receive your paycheck, set aside 10%. Set that aside and put it into a savings. Don't even look at it. Only work with 90% of your paycheck. And I know this may be difficult to do, but if you can discipline yourself and kind of live a little bit below your means to just go ahead and start saving this amount, you can start to build up this safety net for emergencies, for you could plan it for, I guess, a business venture. You can save it for a trip. This essentially, by automatically taking away 10%, you're going to put yourself in a comfortable state to where if anything happens, you're not going to be, you know, too on the fence. So you could be driving, your tire blows out or whatever, or just your car gets towed, or just something crazy or unexpected. Just have 10% set aside. This is probably the hardest thing of them all. If you can discipline yourself and just do this one, it will literally go a long way. But I know it may be hard in the beginning, but after 2-3 paychecks, setting this aside, not only will you see how much money you've saved thus far, but you'll also be able to see that, you know, you're starting to kind of like diversify and split the money that you do have to spend and pay bills versus the money that you have to save for things in the future. Okay, so let's move on to the second one. Okay, and now for the second one. So this one is a little bit more cool / creative in my eyes, at least. Essentially, every single time that you go out and you pay with cash, collect that change and put it in like a little piggy bank. I know y'all just like, so I guarantee you guys, lots of times, say you go drive through some fast food, you'll pay the person, you'll grab the change, and you'll just like dump it in your car or something. Now I'm saying collect all of your change and just put it like in a little jar or just something, and cash it out every few months, because you'll actually be surprised with how much money it actually tends to add up to. I do this myself, but I do it like, I try to save up my money for at least 4 months, the little change, and then I'll go to the little coin machines and I'll trade it out for cash. However, you need to be like mindful or aware that they do take a pretty good amount. I don't know, I think they might take like 10% or something like that. So you have 2 options. You can take it to a coin slot little machine thing, or you can actually go ahead and roll it up in the little paper things and take it to the bank yourself. I mean, it really just depends. If you don't want anyone to get a cut of the money, then this is the best route for you. But if you really don't mind and you want it to go in a faster way, then just go ahead. You can take it to like, I don't know, like a Kroger or like a Walmart. They should have one. Just dump all the coins in there, give you a little receipt. You take it to the cashier and they'll go ahead and give you your cut. So this one is a little bit more creative. It actually allows you to, you know, put those coins to use and not just leave it in your car or just lying around, because those little pennies, dimes, nickels, quarters, all of it, they go ahead and they eventually add up. So let's move on to the third. Okay, so this one actually might hurt, okay? So for the third one on this list, cut your excessive habits in half. So let me go ahead and give you guys an example. So let's say that you're a shopper, okay? Let's say you just love to shop and you set aside, I don't know, like let's say you spend $500 on average each and every single month on clothes and, you know, shoes, just everything fashion related, you go ahead and you spend $500. I'm challenging you to do this, and you'll be surprised what happens. If you already know the budget that you set aside for this particular thing, cut it in half. So if you've been spending $500 each month shopping on clothes, we're going to go ahead and cut that in half. You're going to put $250 into your savings, and then you're going to budget yourself with the $250 for just shopping. I know it might hurt, but you'll be surprised. You'll start to see a huge increase in your savings account, and you're still going to have a pretty good amount left to go ahead and do your shopping or whatever it is that you would like to do. But this one can actually boost up your savings by so much, because all of us have, I guess, some type of excessive habit that we just, we close our eyes and we'll swipe, or we'll close our eyes and just spend it on that just because we enjoy it, whether it's clothes, going out to eat, or whatever little things that you may be doing. Just go ahead and cut that in half and then save the other half. So let's move on to the fourth one on this list. Okay, so for the fourth thing on this list, this is going to kind of go in an extension from the first one. Remember, the first tip on this was to set aside 10% of your paycheck. Before you even look at it, take 10% and put that in the savings. But now we're going to need to take an additional 5% out of that. I know it is a lot of money, but hear me out first, okay? So this 5% is going to be for emergencies. I'm talking about like dire need situations, like life or death. Like you can't touch any other funds, or if you've exhausted each and every single one of your other funds that you have set up, being the various savings, the money in the jar, and now this is going to be your emergency savings. And the reason why you need to establish emergency savings is because you do not want to take, let's say an emergency happens, you don't want to have to dip into your regular savings or your checkings that you need for your day-to-day or like bills or whatever, because now it's going to go ahead and set you behind on whatever future payments that you're going to have to make. So by just putting aside 5% of your whole paycheck, just put that in emergency savings that you cannot touch unless it is life or death. This will literally go a long way, and it's going to prevent you from running into future problems, because if something were to just be brought up, or something just comes out of the blue that's out of your control, something that you didn't even account for, you have a set amount of money for it, and you won't be that worried or stressed, because you set up this emergency fund for situations like this that are out of your control and things that you cannot predict. So please, if you're gonna take any one of these tips, please think about taking this one, because it can literally save you so much money, so much, hassle, so much stress if you have an emergency fund for emergencies. Okay, now we're going to move on to our last and final tip on this list. That is the fifth one. Okay, so for the fifth one, like I said in the beginning of this video, I did say that I'm also going to throw in a tip that's not only going to help you save money, but it's going to help you make more money on top of the money that you're already saving. And that is none other than switching your regular traditional savings into a high yielding savings account with the high APY, which essentially stands for annual percentage yield. Essentially what this means, if you bank with any of the traditional banks like Chase, Wells Fargo's, or Bank of America, their savings account interest rates are stupid low. It's literally 0.01%. Like, you're not going to make any type of money. You can have tens of thousands of dollars in your savings, and you'll see maybe like a couple of dollars, which is literally like absurd. So I have a video linked up here. It's literally the top 3 high interest savings accounts, which are Discover, Ally Bank, and Capital One. They have APYs of well over 1%, basically meaning that you'll be able to make 100 times more in these savings accounts than you would be able to in any traditional savings account. And if you're going to apply these steps, it will be very, very beneficial for you to go ahead and switch your money over to a place that could make you more money, since you're planning on saving that much more. So this is probably one of the biggest things that I can let you guys know, is that you literally have to get your money out of these traditional banks. I don't care how good the bank is as a whole. For this particular sector, as in savings, you need to go ahead and put your money where it can make you a little bit more money. Okay, so that is how you guys will be able to make more money on top of the money that you guys are already saving, and it is a win win, okay? So if you guys enjoyed each and every single one of these steps, go ahead down below, leave a like, and also I need you guys to answer a few questions for me. Let me know if you have already been implementing any one of these type of strategies already, and if you're not, which one of these do you think that you're going to go ahead and add and it's going to be the most beneficial to you guys. Also, I want to thank you guys for the support on the channel. We are so close to reaching 100,000 views overall on the channel, which is actually one of the craziest things to me. 100,000 people are about to have viewed my video. So if you support me, I just thank you guys so much, man. I got a whole lot of things planned for the channel, like so many things. Got a business on the way with my partner, you already know. So there's a lot of things in the works, man, especially for this month of July. I got a lot of things planned. So again, guys, if you support the channel, leave a like, make sure you answer those comments down below, and do not forget to freaking subscribe. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. But anyway, just support CEasy, aka CEasy, and I'm out.
I got a lot on my mind. 16 and 0 and that's 9. I got AK with the scores and 9.